Today I want to talk to you about grocery shopping in Italy. I love grocery shopping in Italy. I hate grocery shopping in America for quite a few reasons. First of all, it's so cheap there. It's just so cheap. We come out with 5 bags of groceries and produce and cheeses and all sorts of stuff, and we spend like 40 bucks. 40 bucks! We're like, really? Did we just buy all this food for that much money? Unbelievable. As you all know, Europe doesn't use GMOs. It's an eco-friendly place to shop, and it's a germaphobe dream. First of all, they don't let you handle any of the produce, which I thought was a little crazy in the beginning. I thought, wow, people touch the produce all the time in America. But when you go into the grocery store, you get the biodegradable gloves, and then they provide you also with biodegradable produce bags. The bags you actually shop with, if you don't bring your own, you can buy them there, just like here in California. But the ones that they provide are biodegradable. Almost everything's packaged in like the paper containers. They don't really use a lot of plastic and foil. They wrap stuff in foil too. Some of my favorite things to buy there that I can't get here in America, or we can get them but they're super expensive or they're really poor quality here. The wines and Prosecco's are absolutely delicious. Of course, you get so many local wines, especially since we're in Tuscany. And the Prosecco's, always in the grocery store. You can get Prosecco, a really good Prosecco, for $3 a bottle. We will indulge in the occasional Italian beer.
Sicilian beer, 1 red, 1 blonde.
Beer is very reasonably priced. I mean, things just aren't expensive. The cost of living is so much lower in Italy than it is in America. The cheeses are unbelievable. We started out vegan, but once we started traveling together, we sort of changed to vegetarian because, well, we kind of had to. Otherwise, we'd be traveling and only eating lettuce and vegetables, which generally is my diet most of the time anyway. But when I go to Italy, we definitely delve into the cheese, and I'm a really good cook. So the ricotta there, the ricotta is so fresh, and it doesn't look anything like what we get in that container here in America that's all smushed in and kind of dried out. It's so moist and soft, and it just melts in your mouth. It just tastes amazing. And then they have the pecorino, which is sheep's cheese. And the pecorinos, because of course pecorino comes from Italy, some of the best. And it's just very hearty and delicious. It's not as salty as the cheeses you get here in America. And then the Parmigiano Reggiano, there's nothing like the real thing. And it actually has to say Parmesan Reggiano on it, or it's not real Parmesan Reggiano. Mascarpone is another thing. I occasionally would like to cook with mascarpone or make a dessert with it. It's so expensive here in America. But in Italy, it's just like buying butter. It's so cheap and such good quality, of course. And then chestnuts. I love my chestnuts. They have chestnuts there. Found my chestnuts, yay! The fruits and vegetables are so fresh. Something they don't have a lot of, though, is like chocolate. It's really hard to find a big chunk of baking chocolate if you really wanted to bake with chocolate. It's more of just kind of gourmet chocolates to eat, or even the chocolate bars like the Milky. My husband loves those. It's a milk chocolate bar, kind of like what they'd have a Hershey here, much better quality. But there's tons of, biscottis and cookies and cakes, and not to mention what's in the deli case. And every grocery store has some version of pizza and homemade bread. And let me tell you, these are better than anything you can taste in America. Again, you're not allowed to touch any of the produce with your hands. I love that. When I first moved there, I went to one of the markets and they had chestnuts, which I love chestnuts. If you've seen my Italy vlogs, you've seen me picking chestnuts fresh in the forest. But I'm picking through the chestnuts, and this guy that owns a shop's looking at me and he's like, hey. And I had no idea what he was saying or what he was trying to tell me. So he came running over and he pushed me away from the chestnuts, and I got kicked out of the store. But anyways, I learned my lesson that day. I was like, oh my God. I don't think I want to bring a camera in to the grocery store, although Thomas said that we could probably just bring the iPhone in next time, because I think they'd look at us Americans a little wacky if I'm in the grocery store filming me getting my groceries. but the food is so fresh, it's so nutrient dense, and the lettuces even taste different than the lettuces here in California, because of course California is a desert, so they have to put additives and fertilize all of the soil. Europe has the most beautiful soils, and they grow the most beautiful vegetables and fruits. So let me know if you want to know more about shopping in Italy, and write me a comment down below if you want me to venture out and use the camera and see what it's really like. But it's a really good experience. Thanks for watching.